So, Christians, I want to get into a topic that is often used as a sort of an entertainment side of biblical teaching. But it ought not to be so. So I'm going to get right into it. We're going to talk a little bit about the mark of the beast. 666. The mark of the beast. And frankly, I have been wanting to talk about this subject for a long time. Because so many people, when it comes to the mark of the beast and 666 and receiving this mark in your forehead or in your hand, I just felt like it's one of those things where we need to have a reasonable conversation about it. Because I honestly don't think that most of us have a clear understanding. So we're talking about the mark of the beast. Now, first, let me start by saying the mark of the beast is what the Bible refers to as the number of man. And the number of man is 666. Now we know that seven is typically a number in Scripture that has a symbolic reference to that which is complete, to that which is whole, that which is finished, that which is done. So the fact that the Scriptures says 666, the reference is to man falling short. Man not quite complete. Almost there, but not quite there. He doesn't make it. And 666 refers to the totality of man falling short, meaning that all aspects of man fall short of the glory of God. Only 7 references the completeness in the totality of God. For those of you who are slow, like I see a few people here, I'm not going to wait for you. You either understand it or you don't. You either have ears to hear or you don't. So now, 666. There are 2 things that I want to discuss. 3 things. Satan offers a mark. And that mark is referred to as the mark of the beast or the image of the beast. It is a mark by which men can receive in their hands or in their foreheads. They receive the mark of the beast in their hand or in their forehead. Next thing that we can glean from this, the Scripture does not specify, first, whether or not man has a choice to receive the mark of the beast, first off. And secondly, nor does it specify that man chooses if he receives this mark in his hand or his forehead. So these are 2 things that need to be made clear in the Christian mind in order for us to be able to move forward on this subject. The mark of the beast is not something that is given to man to choose to have or to not have. And number two, man does not have the choice as to whether or not he will receive the mark of the beast in his hand or his forehead. In fact, I would advocate that men who have the mark of the beast in their forehead also have it in their hand, and vice versa. Now, the mark of the beast, the 666, so many people have had very aggrandized views of what it is. But I'm going to tell you that the worst perspective that you can have when it comes to the mark of the beast is that it is coming in the future and that you have not received it today. The number one error that Christians are dealing with today on the subject of the mark of the beast, the number one thing that most Christians are wrong about is that the mark of the beast is something that is yet to come and that men have not received the mark in their hand or forehead up to this point.